Good morning. I hope this video finds all of you and your families well. So here we are in the summer. Usually this is a time when things slow down a bit, but things are not slowing down at Plan at all. There is so much to do with the pandemic, with the devastation on people's health, and of course the devastation on economies that is going on. And I've got a few updates that I want to share with you about the work that we're doing to help address all of the risks to children this terrible pandemic presents. A big part of the major risks for children, of course, has to do with the fact that schools have been shut down and education to children, for children around the world, has been interrupted, and all of the dislocations that that causes. Over 1 billion children, more closer to 1.5 billion children, have seen their education interrupted. 743 million girls are out of school. One of the things that we know from a pandemic is that when schools restart, the proportion of girls that will go back to school will be less than the proportion of boys that return to school. Girls, when they are in lockdown, face higher risks of being exposed to violence. All children face much higher risk of being trafficked due to the economic stresses of families. Girls face much higher risk of being forced into early marriage. And of course, when schools are closed, we know that schools are a place that also provide access to regular nutrition for children. That's true in our country as it is around the world. So school shutting down has obviously raised food insecurity risks for children hugely around the world. Schools are also a place where children, in many, many countries, girls go get access to menstrual hygiene products and advice. With schools shut down, that's not happening. So big risks for children around the world. Planned programming that is designed in partnership with youth and children and communities and community leaders around the world, in the 85,000 plus communities where we work, have been designed now to address these risks, to provide access to children and girls especially to remote learning so that their schooling is not interrupted, to raise awareness in the communities about these risks of violence, about the importance of getting girls back to school. So go take a look at all the programming that Plan is doing around the world. Go to www.planusa.org/stop-the-setback. Take a look, learn about the program that we're doing, raise awareness about what is happening around the world in terms of increased risk to children. I've talked about the importance that Plan places on doing any kind of programming, design and execution with the youth, with the communities, with the children in those communities, the youth in those communities as real partners, and honestly often leading the effort. And here in the United States, a big part of the programming that we do with youth is the Youth Leadership Academy. And that whole programming is led by our Youth Advisory Board. Our Youth Leadership Academy trains leaders, and those leaders, children and youth around the United States in advocacy, raise awareness about global issues, their issues in their communities, and provides mentorship to youth leaders around the United States in terms of helping and working with them to design responses to major challenges that they see in their communities. That whole program, which this year was supported by the Body Shop, is being led by our Youth Advisory Board. They're the ones that provide the content, a lot of the content, and provide a lot of the mentorship. And also, learn about some of the programming that we've just started very recently, including a very exciting project to train child protection practitioners in terms of how they adapt the way they work in the face of the pandemic. So all of these activities and initiatives can be found on our website. Get informed, raise awareness, And I want to thank you so much for your efforts, for your support, for your passion for the mission of PLAN. We could not do this without you. We draw not just resources from you, we draw energy from your engagement and your support. Thank you very much.